For you, this week likely began with a moment that quietly divided your life into a before and an after. That second line appearing, that positive word on a screen. It is a moment flooded with a potent, swirling mix of emotions. Perhaps disbelief, a surge of pure joy, or a wave of profound awe. Your entire world has just tilted on its axis, centered on a new reality that is still entirely invisible to the eye. Let's take a quiet moment and see the miracle unfolding this week. Here, suspended in the quiet darkness of the earliest beginnings, is the source of that seismic shift. It is not yet a familiar shape, but something far more fundamental. We see a tiny curled form, a cluster of cells organized with an immense and ancient purpose, holding the entire blueprint for a human life within. This week, the story of development is one of profound beginnings as the blueprint for life begins to build its own foundation. The embryo, which started as a simple ball of cells, is now organized into 3 distinct foundational layers, each with a sacred and specific destiny. The top layer is folding inward upon itself in a delicate, crucial maneuver to create what is known as the neural tube. According to the National Institutes of Health, the successful formation of this structure is one of the most critical events in all of human development. It is the very origin of the brain, the spinal cord, and the entire network of nerves that will one day carry thoughts, feelings, and sensations. The mind of your child begins here in this elegant fold. At the very same time, the middle layer is undertaking another miracle. As experts at the Mayo Clinic explained, the circulatory system, the river of life, is beginning to take shape. Blood vessels are forming, and in the center of the tiny curled embryo, a bulge appears. This is the primitive heart. In this 5th week, deep within that structure, the very first cardiac cells start to flicker, contracting in unison. It's an almost imperceptible flutter, a gentle, rhythmic pulse too small to be detected by any instrument, yet it is the most powerful signal of the life to come. This is the first beat of a heart that will pump billions of times, the beginning of a rhythm that will anchor your child's entire existence. The third, innermost layer is just as busy, laying the groundwork for the future lungs that will draw first breath and the intestines that will provide nourishment. All of this is happening as the very early placenta and umbilical cord start to develop, forging the critical physical connection that will sustain this life for months to come. In this quiet, unseen space, a universe of precise, incredible activity is unfolding with ancient wisdom. All of this monumental work, the genesis of a mind and the first beat of a heart, is occurring on a scale almost beyond comprehension. To connect with this beginning in a tangible way, simply picture a single, small apple seed held in your hand. This is the precious size of the embryo you are now so perfectly nurturing. While this microscopic marvel unfolds, your own body is responding with incredible power, and you are likely beginning to feel it. The confirmation of your pregnancy is driven by a hormone, HCG, which is now surging. As the Mayo Clinic confirms, this powerful hormonal cascade is what fuels the first physical signs of your new reality. It can be a wave of exhaustion so profound it feels like a heavy blanket, or a deep tenderness in your breast. For many, it's the first creeping wave of nausea. It is so important to listen to these signals. This is tangible, physical evidence of the monumental work your body has undertaken. Emotionally, the quiet reality of it all is now sinking in, and it can feel overwhelming to hold this incredible, life-altering secret. Allow space for all of it, the pure joy, the sudden worry, the wonder. This intensity is the language of early pregnancy. Be gentle with yourself as you learn to speak it. The moment you found out is a story that belongs only to you. If you feel comfortable, we invite you to share just one word in the comments that describes that moment. Your story can be a quiet comfort to someone else who just saw their own second line appear today.